Welcome to the Full Moon Film Buff, episode 99. We're going to talk about The White Reindeer from 1952. I rented this from Scarecrow Video. I just learned about this movie. As always, we start with the prominent crew and cast. You can find links to a more complete credit list in the show notes. Apologize right now for mispronouncing Finnish names. This film was directed by Eric Blomberg, was written by Eric Blomberg and Mirjami Kaurismanen. Eric Blomberg and Mirjami Kaurismanen were married when they wrote this story and then made it. He was a cinematographer who did some directing and editing. She was an actress and writer. The pair made significant contributions to early Nordic cinema. This film is their best known work. Blomberg's work was characterized by his keen eye for visual composition, often showcasing the natural beauty of Finland. Unfortunately, Kaurismanen died at the early age of 48 from a brain hemorrhage. Now, the cast includes Mirjami Kaurismanen as Parita Maareita, Kalervo Nisila as Aslak, Ake Lindeman as Metson Holjata, Jaini Tapiola as Nila, and Arvo Lehesma as Salku Nila. Ake Lindeman began his acting career in the 50s and appeared in over 100 films and television shows. In addition to acting work, Lindeman also directed several films and television series, showcasing versatility and earning him recognition as a respected personality in the Finnish entertainment industry. Like other foreign nationalities, I could not find many details about the other cast members. Recommendation. Wolfpack, here's the thing. I enjoyed this film a lot. It was a breath of fresh air when things were getting stale. It looks fantastic for a film from 1952. It's got gorgeous cinematography of some amazing northern wilderness landscapes. I wish it could have been in color to capture some aurora borealis. Although I'm certainly no expert in Sami culture, and I would frankly be surprised to find that there aren't some simplifications, it still felt authentic and honest to the culture. The film score is dynamic and emotional, partnering with the shockingly mobile and dynamic cinematography for the period. It really drives the storytelling. I love this film. All that said, I hesitate to recommend it for a couple of reasons. First, it's really hard to get a hold of, particularly with English subtitles. Although honestly, I'm not certain that you even need the subtitles, and that's the second issue. The film is very sparring in the dialogue. It honestly feels more like an early transition from silent to sound pictures. It might be hard for a current audience to be patient while the story gets slowly revealed. If you can get past those things, then I think you'll love this gem. So now let's move on to the synopsis. We open with images of the stark, snowy Finnish landscape. A woman named Maareita gives birth to a daughter whom she calls Parita and dies. Years later, the now adult Parita takes part in the reindeer races. A single reindeer pulls a driver on a sled. She competes against a young reindeer herder, Aslak. The two fall in love and are married shortly afterward and begin a lovely life. Aslak must spend time away due to his work driving reindeer herds. He leaves her a white reindeer calf to raise and train. Parita grows lonely. To alleviate her loneliness and to ignite marital passion, Parita asks for assistance from the local shaman, Salku Nila. He prepares her a love potion and tells her fortune. The shaman tells Parita to sacrifice the first creature she encounters on her way home to the Great Altar, a sacred reindeer graveyard, which will make any man unable to resist her. He grows afraid of something he sees in her future, and his divination drum bursts into flames. Unfortunately, Aslak has returned early and set the white reindeer calf free to graze. When she sacrifices the reindeer, the ritual goes awry. During the full moon, she transforms into a white reindeer and gains supernatural powers. Other reindeer herders notice this mysterious white reindeer roaming the wilderness. One herder, Nilan, catches it while he's alone. Parita reverts to human form and promptly kills him. She runs off in reindeer form. Parita seems to not remember killing him. She's surprised when they find his body. Sometime later, another herder dies in the same place and way. The village panics, believing that witchcraft is responsible for the deaths. A forester from the south brushes off the local superstition that it will require cold iron to kill the witch, and that you shouldn't antagonize a witch if you don't have to. He encounters the creature and prepares to shoot it when his rifle explodes in his hands. Parita cackles at him, and he flees in terror. Back at the reindeer camp, he accuses Parita of being the witch and chases her with a flaming stick, but the locals take her side. At home, she notices that her appearance has started changing. She's uncontrollably manifesting fangs. However, she always changes back when Aslak comes to her. Villagers notice that something is off with her during another couple's wedding. Parita appears to the bride and groom as the white reindeer during a procession. The groom, entranced by the creature, chases it into the wilderness and is never seen again. The incident convinces the entire village that this white reindeer must be killed. They arm themselves with iron spears and form a mob to hunt it down. Realizing that she will be discovered, Parita flees the village, alternating between her human and reindeer forms. She seeks help from the same shaman, only to find that he was killed the last time she was there, I think by her, forcing her to flee. Arriving at the place of sacrifice, Peralta begs the altar to release her, but to no avail, and transforms back into the white reindeer once more. Aslak is the first one to catch up to her and heaves his iron spear at her. Mortally wounded, Parita reverts into human form, dying in his arms. There are some neat transformation scenes in this film, and a lot of simple hand waves. The first transformation was a delight. Parita jumps over the fire, and out of the smoke comes the white reindeer. The second transition, as we see Parita's shadow cast by the full moon transform into the reindeer's shadow, was also cool and fun. Everything after that was just a cut, which was fine. That established what it looks like. Blomberg had already established what was happening, and we understand the switch has taken place. There's no need to dwell on it. Now, since this isn't a werewolf film, it's not a werewolf, it doesn't have a lot to add to the lore. I still feel like this qualifies as a lycanthropy movie, since Parita kills people as a consequence of a curse. The lore we do have is much older. Parita is cursed as the result of a magic spell, and she can only be hurt by cold iron. This Finnish fantasy horror film offers a unique blend of folklore, horror, and ethnographic study. Set in the stark, snowy landscape of Lapland, it provides a glimpse into the culture of the Sami people, the indigenous inhabitants of the region. The film exposes us to the daily life of the Sami, focusing on their traditional nomadic reindeer herding culture. Through vivid cinematography, it captures the vast, stark, snowy-covered landscape that shapes Sami existence, emphasizing their close relationship with nature. The movie depicts aspects of Sami material culture, including traditional clothing like the distinctive gakki, dwellings such as the lavu and temporary tent-like structure, and tools used in reindeer herding or daily life. These elements offer viewers a visual understanding of Sami life in the mid-20th century. And while the narrative is fictional and it incorporates fantastical elements, it still provides insight into Sami social dynamics. The film portrays marriage customs, communal gatherings, and the division of labor between men and women, offering a glimpse of Sami social organization, albeit through a dramatized lens. The most significant aspect of The White Reindeer is its exploration of Sami spiritual beliefs and folklore. The film weaves together elements of Sami mythology with horror tropes, creating a narrative from the mythical aspects of Sami culture. Central to the plot is the concept of shapeshifting, a common element in many indigenous mythologies. Parita transforms into a white reindeer, embodying both the natural world crucial to Sami life and the supernatural forces that pervade their beliefs. The film also touches upon the role of the Noaidi, apologies for pronouncing that word, the Sami shaman, who serves as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. While the portrayal of shamanistic practices is dramatized for cinematic effect, it draws attention to the important role of spiritual leaders in traditional Sami society. While groundbreaking in its focus on Sami's life, the film wasn't created by Sami filmmakers, inevitably presenting an outsider's perspective. The blend of realism and fantasy complicates its ethnographic value. The White Reindeer was produced at a time when the Sami people faced significant challenges to their traditional way of life due to modernization, assimilation policies, and environmental changes. While the film doesn't directly address any of those issues, it focuses on traditional Sami culture, and it can be seen as a form of cultural preservation, capturing on film ways of life that were under change. The film's international success, including winning the Jean Cocteau Award for Fantastic Film at the 1953 Cannes Film Festival, brought global attention to Sami culture. In conclusion, The White Reindeer stands as a unique exploration of Sami culture in cinema, blending ethnographic elements with fantasy and horror. While its representation of Sami culture is filtered through a non-Sami lens and intertwined with fictional elements, it offers audiences a rare glimpse into the world of this indigenous Arctic people, contributing to a broader awareness of their culture and traditions. So, if you like lycanthropes, like, share, and subscribe. Contribute your thoughts and additional observations in the comments below. Let me know what I missed or what you noticed. Next, I plan on discussing Wolf from 1994. Keep your eye on the moon, a silver bullet in the chamber, and we'll see you back next episode.